So, Kenny, another big game looming this weekend.
Yes, two of the sides that are competing for a promotion, two big clubs as well. Be a great atmosphere at Charlton, and with two clubs there, with everything to play for the season ahead, which is good news.
They were probably one of the most effective sides to come down here at Fratton Park and nullify what we do.
Of course, and you're looking at Charlton, their history, the size of the club, the players that they've got. They've got a lot, and one of our main competitors. We know that, they're a force in the division, and rightly so.
You've said continually about sprints. Could the sprint have started last week already?
I certainly hope so. We've got a good week last week in terms of scoring 8 goals in the 2 games. A tricky game at Bury, and then a good win against Bradford. Players and everybody should take confidence out of it, not underestimate the size of the task on Saturday, because it's a big one, it's a big game, but again, one that we should relish. And in terms of our effectiveness, both in working towards keeping clean sheets, but then moving the ball well enough to create the chances that we need as well. There's been spells in the season when we've done it, and there's spells where we haven't. And I do think it's an area we need to be more effective, something we work on a lot, and we'll need it on Saturday on a very good surface at the Valley.
Could you always see that scoreline coming on Saturday at some point?
You hope that's the case, and different scenarios sort of play out in your mind as a manager, where you're working towards perhaps getting the first goal, which is always a big thing in football, and after that trying to build on it, which is difficult, but something we haven't done enough of this year. We've got control of a game, we've got the first goal on many occasions, and even in our recent run, Plymouth, we were ahead, Southend were ahead, and weren't able to see that out. And they're difficult things to do, and pretty easy to say. But similarly, when you start a game, you want to start well, you want to seize the initiative. As I say, first goal is a big one in terms of winning games of football, but then from there on in, you have to be able to either go away from the opposition or do enough to close it off.
Again, the goals came from all different sorts of players.
Yeah, it did, and we've spread our goals around this year, and we want to be doing that. If you're looking at Gareth getting that first goal, which is a vital one. He's on 12 now for the season, which is excellent for a player that I consider to be an attacking midfield player. So we're very pleased with that. But overall, in terms of the Charlton game, it's a situation we're looking forward to. It's a big challenge. Starts again, 3 games in 8 days, where we go Walsall and then Scunthorpe. See if we can get a good points total out of those 9 available, and starting on Saturday.
You mentioned Gareth Evans. He's the kind of player, you know what you get from him, don't you?
Yeah, he's a very consistent person, very consistent player, and as I said, 12 goals so far this season, and more to come. And in that attacking midfield player in the 4-3-3 that we play, it is vital that you get on the score sheet, particularly the 2 more attacking midfield players. So pleased to see, Gareth. As I said, it's a good total, and then Ben Close coming back into the team. Has got 4 goals in the last 6 games as well, and it's something that we talk to him about. Target for him, work in terms of the positions that he gets in, and also then, let's say, the composure and the calmness of his finishing, which is good at the moment.
It was a bit like an episode of Casualty on Saturday. 4 walking wounded coming off. How are they all progressing? Yeah,
needed all my 3 substitutes to cover injuries, and then sort of Ronan went off at the end, which put us down to 10, and we're pleased to say we came through that and got an excellent win as well. Everybody's okay anyway in terms of coming back and being able to train this week, which is good news. Ollie Hawkins, Ronan Curtis, Nathan Thompson and Matt Clark have all trained and are all okay. The only one who will be close will be Omar Bogle, who's just done his first day's training today after a hamstring injury. If he doesn't come back for Saturday, I would expect him to be fine for Walsall on Tuesday. Other than that, we have a fully fit squad, yeah.
And a big week coming up.
Yeah, big one, and as I said, 9 points to play for in 8 days, and see if we can get a good total. But really, anyway, at the moment, players will be looking forward to this. It's a big game, TV game again, and as you say at the start there, the opportunity for a sprint finish to try to get into the Championship.
Just hold on to your hats time. Is that how it should be?
It is, yeah. You should be excited coming at this stage of the season. Excited with lots to play for, and that's where we want to be. And it's up to us now to see if we can achieve it.